Ian living in the Philippines. So let me just relax in my chair. So maybe I just turn it a little bit. So I was outside, lovely weather outside here, but it's getting quite windy. So I thought if I'm going to do a video, it's best to come inside and I'll just relax in my chair and we'll just have a little talk. Um, a couple of things actually. So first, I had a comment or two. Why should I show my private life on YouTube, or I should consider doing or why should I do a YouTube channel showing my private life? Is that right or not? The reason why I started doing my channel was to show other people that it is not quite what other channels were saying. And when I started, so people wanted me to show them, or they asked me, show them about meals that my wife is cooking or that I'm eating. I was asked to do a walk through my house because I have no problems with it. Um, I'm not taking you guys into the bedroom with me and showing what I do with my wife at night. That's private. But other things, normal things in life, I have no problem with that at all. Yeah, and other people, yeah, I shouldn't be doing this and I shouldn't be doing that. And well, again, if I get a video where there's 1,000 views, I do get some. 999 people going, oh, great, Ian. And the one is, you shouldn't, no, you should think twice about doing that. Okay, noted. So this also might be some people also as my private, going into my privacy. About, and again, I have no trouble at all. What I'm going to do is tell you where I live because many people have asked me, for example, when I'm doing the river and flood issues, Ian, where do you live? Where is that exactly? I will tell you and show you. So while I'm talking, some things will pop up on the screen, which will give you a better idea of where I live. And I'll explain to you also why I chose to live here and not on the beach. I could have gone on the beach, Subic Bay, Longapo. It's only 2 hours away from here. I could have gone down to Bohol. I could have gone to Cebu. So now you're asking, why didn't you then? It's come. So we live in a small town called Apalit. Apalit. So a map will pop up now. So you should see that in the middle of the screen. It's probably written small, but it has a red area around it. So if you look at the map carefully, you'll see that there's a town called San Fernando, and above that is Angeles. Yes, Angeles. That's where the walking street is. So That's where you'll see many expats and tourists. I don't go there myself. The only times I go to Anglers is if I have to for any visa um, things, which I don't have to do anymore for the next, I think it's 4 years now until I have to renew my card. Um, so the town below that is so Anglers here. It takes I think it's 40 minutes, 35, 40 minutes to get there on the highway. San Fernando is also so it's 20 minutes away from here. 25 minutes is where there's an SM, the Pampanga SM, big shopping mall. And next up is the SNR. So every few months we might go into them. So you have Angeles, San Fernando, our little town, Apalit, very small town. There's only apparently Google population is just over 100,000 people, and and then we are then halfway. So if you look at Angeles, halfway between Angeles and Manila. So Manila is south from us. So well, actually, Manila is an hour's drive from here. So that is where I am situated. 1 hour north of Manila in a we call it a provincial area, small town, not far from San Fernando and Angeles. Um, so you'll see another map pop up which shows you exactly where I live. So I live on the north side of the town in a subdivision called Highview Hills. Why they call it Highview Hills, I have no idea. That's the way it is. So another from Globe. Every day you get from Globe. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Anyway, so I live in a subdivision called Highview Hills. My wife's family live on the other side of town, in a small, we call it barangay, called Sucad, Sucad. So another map will now pop up, and that will show you actually the distance or how the, we say the bird flies. So from where I'm living here now to where my wife's family live, it's almost 2 kilometers if you go in a straight line. But from here to there is no road going in that direction. So what we have to do is we have to drive all through the town, which now another map's going to pop up, and you'll see the red line. That's where we have to drive to get to my wife's family. So we drive out of the subdivision. We drive then all the way down the main road into the town centre, onto another road, which is called the Gonzales Avenue, all the way down there, under the highway bridge, and then up into the barangay that they call Sakad. Go down there, goes down again. What they call them is Porok, which is each barangay is then divided into areas. So my wife's children live in Porok 3, Porok Tres. So that is 8 kilometers. So you can see from straight line from us to there. I suppose if you're high enough, or if I get my drone, you could probably see them. But no, we have to drive all the way around the town to get to. Right. Originally, we were going to live in the jungle. So we already started building, or my wife had already started building a house um, next to her brother and her mother. Um, but over the years, before we came here, or we felt, or my wife, it was my wife's idea actually. She said to me, "Oh, she's not so keen on living in that area. Dogs barking all night, and the chickens and the cocks, and every night the guys were getting drunk and fighting, and the jungle life." So her sister-in-law lived in this subdivision where we are now, and she so might sound a bit funny, no? She's married to a Dutch guy, Hans. So she's a sister-in-law because she was married to my wife's brother, who unfortunately died. So, and that's why now the sister-in-law is married to our Dutch friend Hans, who is not here at the moment. He's working in Poland. So what happened was the sister-in-law, she phoned my wife and says, "Oh, there's a lot being sold in our subdivision." So this was not part of my plan. So it was all planned because we started building a house there, and the money and blah blah blah. And so this wasn't even on the plan. Apart from my wife saying that she wasn't too keen on living in the jungle. So we thought, well, we're going to. At that time, we were still living in Shanghai. So we said, well, what we do when we come over, because we're planning to come over, we'll come and have a look anyway. And what I can do, I have some photos. So I can add these photos so you can actually see. So when we came over, so we'll go and what there was four parcels of lot where we are now, each one 100 square meters. So there was a number, telephone, there was no price. So we found the number, the guy came, and then so we looked, and I don't know. As soon as I came here, it was just this gut feeling you sometimes have. So it wasn't like I don't know, and it was like, oh yes. Even my wife was surprised. What? Huh? Even before we knew what the price was, I had this. I don't know. For some reason, you know, I want this. So we let the guy come, and then we looked around and asked the neighbours and about floods and no flooding and all of. So we managed to buy this in 2016. I think it was 2016. 100 square meters for 540,000 peso. So I said straight, yes, we'll buy it. So the other reason also, like I said, yes, we could have lived in Cebu or Davao or on the beach, but my wife wanted to be near her family, because she was many years away from the family. So we wanted to retire or stop work, move here, so she could see her mother. So her father died a long time ago. So be with her mother, because we could drive there every day if we wanted to. I see it's only 8 kilometers. It takes us 15 minutes to drive there. So yeah, and I also know some other guy or guys that Western guys that are married to a Filipina from this town. They go, oh, what do you want to do in that shitty town? There's nothing there. Rest. It's nice here. And also, I think, like I said, apart from the Dutch guy, I think there's an American that lives on the other side of town. I've seen him. So I've been here nearly 5 years. I've seen him two or three times. Never spoke to him because he's always on the other side of the road or in the market. I have seen no other expats here, which I don't mind. It's okay. Like I said, they go, yeah, there's no discos. We have now two discos. Things are slowly, but we very, very rarely go there. I just prefer to sit in my house. Um, Before we came here to the Philippines, I was in Shanghai, and for 12 years, you could say the first 10 years, it was party, party, party every weekend. And then after the last couple of years or few years, it started slowing down. We're getting older, and things were changing anyway, and friends were leaving, and so that side of like this party life that was finished. So it was just nice to come here, not in the town. Could have moved in the town, but it's just it's it's different here. You've seen from my other videos, provincial living. So like now, just quiet. Yes, you'll get a sounds now and again, but just to relax here. No hustle and bustle, and then the quiet, and it's cheaper, a lot cheaper. So yes, so that's why do we live here. So mainly because of my wife wants to be with her family. That's okay with me. So that keeps her happy. Unfortunately, her mother died last year, so it was quite good then that we did decide to live here. So at least she could have been with her mother, and yeah, she has her children and her grandchildren, which she loves. So that keeps her happy, and so I'm fine with that as well. Um, I came from small towns before in the UK and in Germany, and it was only when we went to Shanghai that was the very first. Yeah, wow, blew my head away. Totally different lifestyle. Also for me, yeah, totally different. So I've seen it, done it, and now I'm going back to normal. So that's why we are here, and that's how we chose then to live where we are living now in this subdivision. So that's it, guys, and yeah, we're fine with it. Apart from the flood situation at the moment, but that is a different problem. There was a meeting yesterday. That's a different story. I don't want to talk about that at the moment, but we are very, very happy. I'm happy. So I've stopped work. We have then our own land, or my wife has her own land. I know people start talking about that. I don't, I don't care. It's hers, and if I die, yeah, whatever, they can do anything. Same with the house. So we built our own house, which is what I always wanted from very small. It's what everybody dreams about. Um, so I designed it myself. It's really, it's amazing actually, or unbelievable. It's like a dream, and then you've saved up the money, and then you sit down on the computer with a program, and you build your own house on the program. You know how you want to. And I was thinking because I've lived in England, so the English style. I lived in Germany, so German style, and then in China for 12 years, so the Chinese style. And then when you've been here for many times, the Filipino style. So I wanted like a mix of everything put in there. And then so you're sitting on the computer putting your house in there. You know how high you want the walls, you know the ceiling, and so how many people are going to live there. So two permanently with two guests that come now and again. So it was so it was like where I was living at that time in China. Yeah, how big is the living area? So this will be perfect for the house. How big do you need the kitchen and the dining area? It's like where I'm sitting now. I'm sitting outside. Well, not sitting outside. I'm sitting at the window, so I can see outside to the gate. So I can see from here who's coming. I can see also at the same time the kitchen area and the dining area, and then I have a window here where I see outside the back if there's anybody at the back. So I've got a view of everything. And then, like again, we can sit out the front of the house, we can sit at the back of the house. So we have two kitchens, the kitchen inside and the dirty kitchen outside. So then we have a large bedroom, master bedroom, which why do you need such a big bedroom? I like a big bedroom. And then a um, middle size, I would say, guest room. A lot of the rooms over in the Philippines are so small, you can't even fit really a bed in. It's just they put these fold-up mattresses on the floor and they lay on the floor. So we've got like a small guest room with a bed in there. Yeah, and the shower room upstairs, toilet. So that's what I designed myself. And then because we have to get the architect, when he then done my design and then put that into the proper pictures, and no way, that's not that's not how I was right. Yes, that's what it should look like. Wow. And yeah, we done the house, and it's amazing when you sit there, or you sit like me. I'm sitting here. This is your design, and everything that you look at and everything you touch is your money. That's what I work for. The chair I'm sitting in, my relaxed chair, putting your feet up, the curtains, the bar, the chairs, tables. It's sometimes hard to put in your head that was, and it's all paid for. There's nothing on credit. I worked hard for it, saved the money, and it's sometimes still it's unbelievable. But again, that's I can only or we can only do that because we live here in this area. So if we did live in Ball or Cebu, it'd be a bit more expensive. So we couldn't then have what we have now. So it's also given. If you want something, you have to give something up. So family first. That's what a lot of these other expats who do live down there. I've seen channels. They are not local girls. They're girls that have come from my area actually, and they have left their families to be with their expat boyfriend, or they've even got married. So I don't think that's really nice for the girls. And you as an expat should know yourself. If you've left your family and friends behind to be in a different country, it's hard, very hard sometimes. And then if you come to the Philippines and then expect a woman to leave her family to be with you, which a lot of them do, you have to then put yourself in their shoes and feel how they feel being away from their parents, brothers and sisters, and also sometimes they already have their own children. So something for you to think about. So, guys, I think I've covered everything. Yeah, privacy. I only show what I think is appropriate. And if people ask me, I don't have to do it. If they ask me, but normally I have no problem with it. Yeah, how we got to live in this area and why. So I think I've covered everything. So, guys, yeah, look at the map. If you can find me, give me a call or send me an email. It's in my channel description. Come by for a beer. My ref is always full. Um, well, I do have a guest room, but we have someone. But there's other places, hotels here and here, so we can go out down the town, have a few drinks, and you can stop overnight and then carry on the next day. So, guys, yeah, until my next video, it's Koi Ian relaxing in his chair. I'll catch you on my next video. So until then, guys, it's goodbye. See you guys and take care.